And our new topic is fallacies. Now, fallacies meaning mistaken beliefs, and we've done this topic previously and we're doing it again because there are a lot of fallacies out there. And how it's done is that we take a particular belief or a concept in the world and we discuss it and we say what the Bible says about it. Now, it must be noted that this is not done or going to be done in any way that is disrespectful to anybody else's belief. But it is important, it is of paramount importance that we as believers, we must know the truth. And God did not leave us without ample information on what the truth is and what God requires of us. So our Bible text for the rest of the month, it's taken from 2 Timothy 4:3-8, and I'll read it quickly. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. And you know, in the last days it really says, and we are living in the last days, that people will have itching ears. You know, you take what you want to believe from something and it might be convenient. And there is currently a belief system in the world right now, and it's gaining a lot of traction. It's very popular. It's supported by a lot of powerful people and powerful international organizations. And it purports a lot of peace, unity, justice, God, the word God, G-O-D. And this is just to name a few. And what it pretty much talks about is the coming together of all people, of all faiths, coming together and working towards a common good. And this is a belief, a spiritual thing. And they believe that we were all created by God. Yes, I said God, but G-O-D. And that the coming together of humans, brothers and sisters, they would fill the earth with love, goodness, and peace. Now, in doing research for this, and it is very well documented and organized, there is not one mention of the word Jesus or salvation through Jesus Christ. Anyway, and this portion of it, and this comes into the discussion question. So overall, it talks about destruction and corruption in the world and how man must come together to bring peace. It calls on intellectuals, religious leaders, artists, media professionals to rediscover the values of peace and other attributes of goodness, but we're talking peace today, and the importance of these values as anchors of salvation and to promote it everywhere. Interesting point to note. Two people could have two different understandings of the same word or concept, like peace, and they could both be promoting it, yet with two completely different messages. So one person believes it to be this way and they're promoting it, they're promoting peace. Christians will want peace and live by peace, but it's two completely different understandings. So our discussion question is, what does the Bible say about peace? And based on the belief, on this belief that we're presenting here, is that peace should be derived from people coming together and having peace. Important people, popular people, large international organizations coming together and bringing peace. Now, when we talk about peace in the Bible, we're talking about peace within ourselves, being at ease and whole. We're talking about peace in relationships, and we're talking peace with God. So a few verses, and get to finding the verses for your devotion, for this is your devotional as well. So peace within ourselves. Psalm 4:8, it says, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. John 14:27, and who said this? Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, nor let it be afraid. When we talk about peace in relationships, verses, find the verses. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Romans 12:18 says, If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. and we talk about the peace with God the Father, and that is derived through the gospel. Now, with all these verses that I would have presented, there is a common denominator, and what is it? God. How do we get inner peace? From God, Jesus. How do we live? Who told us to live peaceably with men? God told us to do that. How do we have peace with God? Through the work that Jesus Christ did on the cross, we have peace with God. And the Bible refers to God in Isaiah 9:6 as the Prince of Peace. So the thing is, we cannot get peace. We can't get peace. We can't sustain peace with man. With man only. All these people right here in the world right now that have peace, no. And the thing is, we must know, and we cannot allow anybody to make us feel as Christians that we don't want peace, because they have a certain understanding of the meaning of the word peace, because we know who peace comes from. And we have to stand strong in his word, because the thing is, someone could accuse you of not being a peaceable person. And it could be offensive, but when they are thinking one thing and we are thinking something else, it could cause a problem. But we must know what is truth, and we must know what is fallacy.